Hang in there, folks. We'll be starting real soon. Well, good evening, and welcome to the 2020 wrap-up by Project SEAPonyCon. We apologize for the late start. We bungled something with our little server that we were using to send our footage into the medium, and we got that fixed. Hopefully you all are being able to watch this clearly from inside the medium for our very last activity for 2020. It's been a crazy year, wow! And now I'm about to bring you a little something that we put together called the 2020 wrap-up. I don't know how this mic has so much noise. And I like how it's still working. I can still see it. That means my mic is on. My phone is not ringing. Means my mic is on. I think finally it's great to end the year on a good note that we've solved problems. I know we started late, but we started late because we had a problem and we solved it, so we're still here. That's kind of how we're gonna think positive tonight, alright? Wow, great. Just when you need this, the keyboard runs out of battery. Wow, this is amazing, isn't it? Technology today. So you get to get exclusive footage of me changing keyboard batteries while I'm live on air. Embarrassing, but kept it handy just in case this happened. In fact, I bought these batteries yesterday thinking something like this exactly would take place, and lo and behold, I was right. And now I'm in a predicament of I brought that but didn't bring like a tool for this. I'm going to use a screwdriver that's conveniently within my reach to splice the battery pack. Things you never think of, huh? Always gets you all the time. Oh, hello? You decided to give up on me today, huh? Wow, wonderful. My keyboard's given up on me today. Wonderful day, isn't it? Crazy things happening all the time. Just got a mouse, so I'm going to have to eyeball this. Okay, I think that, yeah, they can see my mouse on that thing. So, yeah, welcome to the 2020 wrap-up. We are going to... This is like a closing ceremony for the year rather than a closing ceremony for Quantum Christmas, because Quantum Christmas is just a little Christmas party, but we've got a lot to talk about for 2020. So without further ado, I've already made you all wait so long, let's go ahead. It's been a very frustrating year for many of us. Not just me, not just my family, not just the SEAPonyCon community. The whole world has been hurting this year from a lot of things, from, you know, finding out unpleasant news about people you once respected in a community, to elections and, you know, your preferred candidate not doing as well as you hoped he would do, and so on and so forth. There's been a lot of changes in the world in 2020. A lot of wacky, wild, crazy things have happened in 2020, and we've just got a few more days left in this crazy year, and I think we can hang in there. We celebrated with love. I'm gonna take my picture away so you can see that full juicy detail at the bottom. Right, see, things I did not think true. Right, so what happened here? We had 4 events this year. 4 events. Pretty impressive, because previously, you know, we've had years where we had 3 events or so. We've done projects like the Path to SEAPonyCon, where we would go overseas and talk about SEAPonyCon and try to attract foreigners to come in and join us. Last year we had the Crazy Horse Asians in Baltimore, USA. Although that wasn't organized by us, we were participating in it. It was thanks to the Space Pony, who managed to get that panel application into BronyCon, and it was an honor for him to be able to accept, you know, that I wanted to present on it, and we're really thankful to you. Years before, many other cons have accepted us, from TrotCon. BronyCon even accepted us back in 2016. We've had, we presented at SEAPonyCon, we've presented at the Philippine Pony Convention. So it's been a wonderful, you know, series of events that we've always pulled off across these years. And this year, despite having a massive lockdown that knocked all our countries and put us all in our silos, made us all work from home, we still managed to have 4 lovely events throughout the year. So we had each other. We had decent amount of attendees. We didn't have a big, massive hall, but that's a thing. SEAPonyCon kind of has this vibe with being a small con, and we are happy to be a small con. Reason being is that you look at the numbers you see on the screen. We had 74 attendees for the first con. We kind of had close to 50 this time round, across Twitch, YouTube, and in the medium. And to all of you in the medium, I hope everything's going well. I'm just going to do a periodic check on Discord to check and see if everything's alright. And I don't see any messages coming in. That means everything must be alright. Great! Yes. And also a beyond SEAPonyCon, which was part of our Project Saffron outreach program. And despite that having a tiny amount of 36 attendees, that is a success to us, because, like we said, this was an event that could have just completely flopped on its face. But we got bronies from our target audience reaching out to the Indian continent and also the Indian diaspora to find bronies around the world who are, you know, willing to help to contribute to the fandom and also willing to be, you know, highlighted. All of you deserve so much love in this community, and we're so happy that we can do our little bit to bring it to you. And so we've made a lot of memories this year. It's you know, bad things can lead to good memories when you resolve crazy difficulties, crazy differences. 5 minutes ago, the dev team and basically Arcane, Sierra Nightingale, Lego Dev, and I were panicking over our server, which we call Torchlight, which is actually projecting this stream you're watching right now into the medium. And we were panicking because it just didn't want to work. It just didn't want to cooperate. So what we eventually did was, you know, we kind of said, you know what? Well, it wasn't so much that we almost reached the point where we built a whole new server for it, but we didn't. Lego wanted to volunteer to help that, but eventually it boiled down to a silly mistake I did, a silly little feature I activated that I shouldn't have in the code, and I turned that off, and now things seem to be smooth sailing. Worked so well throughout the day, and now it seems to be better. Now, here we go on this very important bit. Okay. I mentioned at the closing of a Beyond SEAPonyCon, and also at the opening ceremony earlier today, that we need a break. Project SEAPonyCon needs to take a little bit of a breather. We've been, you know, really passionate about doing all these events, and it warms my heart that so many of you made it today, for Quantum Christmas. I would have loved to have a bigger event, and it would have been fun, but we've built a beautiful brand and community out, these little events, these little celebrations that can be enjoyed by everybody. And I'm glad that if any of you think you had fun, I'm happy. I'm glad. And all of us here at SEAPonyCon, all of us are glad that you could enjoy this event. It may feel sometimes that the effort that my team puts in isn't rewarded in seeing numbers and seeing great big amounts of people like how some other cons can attract. It has been upsetting. Numbers have always been a challenge for us. From the years before SEAPonyCon, from the events of 2014 and 15, the early days of pony conventions, I could get very upset at many of them that we felt we put in so much effort, we didn't get anything out of it. But something these years taught me was that everyone counts. It's not those who weren't there, it's those who were there, those who made that effort, those who put that time aside, those who took the energy to be there. You're the real MVPs. And yeah, we thank you for your patience and understanding as we embark on this short hiatus of ours. And it doesn't mean we love you any less. Now, it would be something that we always say we never do. We never tease at the next con when one is still in progress, and tonight's no different. Last couple of months, yes, we did tease at Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind. We teased Abiyan SEAPonyCon, and at Abiyan we teased this event of Quantum Christmas. But today, where to next is a question that's difficult to answer, and for a very simple reason. Because we're not the only online con. It may seem weird that if you promote an event that is not yours, but that's what we're thinking about doing at one stage. But some of the resources aren't ready for that yet. I'm blabbering on, am I? Huh? Last minute presentation changes. But I just spoke to the people who helped me run the Jackbox panel today, which was 90 Time and Elope. And I told them that we've still got a bit more bandwidth left in our little server that bugged out on us today. Yeah, I thought we were running out. Turns out we weren't. We've still got a bit more left. So maybe we'll have some Jackbox games in the medium sometime from now. It was quite an interesting experience getting people to play Jackbox in the medium. Like, no smartphone required. We give you a virtual little tablet in the medium that you can play Jackbox on. So I digress. Where to next? We're spinning up calendar.seaponycon.com, a new little place to go to see what we have up in store. And it's something that we can already quickly say now. You're not going to see much for the next couple of months. There won't be any big significant events on this calendar. But, it's where we're going to keep listing new things that happen, new happenings in the medium, and we hope to do more with the medium when we're back from our break. We hope to host other events, do other activities. It's a Minecraft server. We've proven we can hold a con in it. What's next? What more can we do for this community? I see that I have probably broken this thing. One thing that I will promise is that we will be back. The idea of me promising that we will be back is on the basis that we are not going anywhere, and we want to finish our journey. We've got a long journey that we started upon many years ago in 2013, and that we finally took the first step on that journey in 2017. And unfortunately, this lockdown, COVID, this virus got in the way of it, and now we're not slamming the brakes, getting out of the car and throwing in the towel. No, we're just taking a break, and we want to be back. Ideally, yes, we want to go back to hosting a full-fledged physical convention where everyone can once again hug and embrace each other in the full glory and beauty of the friendship that we know and love. But that is a bit of a while away. We won't see physical contact in the same way for years from now due to what's happening. But I urge you not to let that get in the way of your friendships. I'm not saying break the rules. I'm saying, stay friends with one another. It's worth being a friend. I want to shout out to the Builders Guild. To the people in the Builders Guild who helped build the medium. The names on the top of my head: Dawn Designs, Artful Court, Nieves, I think I'm pronouncing your name right. You've got Donut Wubs. We've got Omega, Creeper, and a few more that I'm trying to bring to my mind right now, who've always helped us build a beautiful place to hold this con. The wonderful dev team: Maxi, Arcane, Lego Dev, Nighty. And by extension, because we're looking back at 2020, even you, Chris, all of you, the vendors, so many beautiful vendors today who you get to keep your booth up until, we would like you to operate until New Year's Day, but feel free to keep your booth there and advertise your stuff until, if, you don't have to take it down, because we will be keeping this server alive until about mid next month, when we take it down for a moment to shift it back to our usual venue of the medium. To the sponsors and the donators, this one is important. This is so So important this year for those of you who donated to us. There were few of you who donated a lot. Rather than many of you who donated a little bit, few of you donated well beyond what we expected to receive from, running a con like this. And I didn't prepare a slide to say this, because part of it was mostly from our own pocket, and most of it came from our own pockets because we answer for our own misjudgments and stuff. But as of the 23rd of December 2020, something changed. And darn, I think I should have made a slide for this. With the help of your donations, your love, and with the help of some generous individuals who were there for us at extreme moments of need years ago. As of the 23rd of December 2020, Project SEAPonyCon is debt-free. Thank you to all our donators. Thank you to everyone who's contributed. We walked around and wallowed around in this dark cloud of debt over our heads. We used to joke every year that we're still paying for the 2017 con we did in in Bangkok. We used to joke about that we're still paying for it. We're still paying for it. And it's a surreal experience that just 3 days ago, right before Christmas, we leveled that once and for all. This is why I need to find a way to use this stupid mouse. You're my only hope, mouse. Don't fail me. This is what I want to say to everyone who's contributed, not just this year, our crowdfunding campaign in 2017. From the big donors, from people like Tyler, who donated every year, people like Discord, people like Tridashi's Discord server. The guy named Discord before this had his name before we got this popular chat app. Different guy. Okay? And this year we had donators as well. For all of you who have bought high tier tickets in the last conventions, when we increased our ticketing tiers to something fancier, especially in 2017. Or if you bought that extra Fiesta party pack in 2018, and when the ones that bought the Spirit ticket in 2018, we called it Message in a Bottle. All of you helped bring us closer to this, and it's something that gives me great joy to announce tonight, because we couldn't have done it without you. It would have been a dark cloud. Even when I went to repay, my friend told me that he didn't expect me to bring back the money because, it wouldn't have been logical to get a profit out of doing SEAPonyCon. Not at all. But we made it. And in such adversity, we've reached a new height. To the translators and the artists, those of you who drew for us so much wonderful art over the years, the mascots, people who've drawn from their own heart. Like lately, we had Skydashi who made stickers for us. We've had artwork from other artists, Blade Dragoon, who've drawn our mascots numerous times over. And back in 2017 and 18, artists like Lika Luna, who's vending with us, including Blade. Blade is also vending with us at Quantum Christmas. Lika Luna made wonderful art that became our album cover for our... actually, I see one of our artworks over there. She did the album cover for Altitude, which was our fundraising album. And Dustiel, Swivel Star Song. I really feel bad naming artists because I know I'm going to forget a few. Arif Pro, Blinky, Chiwa, Chirpy Chi. I'm in deep trouble, ain't I? One artist is like, "Where's my name? Where's my name? Where's my name?" And then I don't announce it. I'm gonna be in such deep trouble for doing this. Who else? I'm pretty sure the comments are buzzing with it. I'm pretty sure the comments are already buzzing with the artist names. But yeah, I'm thankful to all of you. You people are amazing. You people are full of love. And I wish you all the best in your artistic endeavors as we take this hiatus. But most of all, okay, yeah, the translators as well. We had Dreamstar Moonlight and Ali Pak who helped us do some translations for beyond SEAPonyCon. And to people who helped us in the past, Tianbi, to Sonic Hooves, who helped me with Mandarin translation because I don't speak very good Mandarin, even though 我可以讲华语. It's not my strongest suit. They helped me out with it so much. And of course, to all of you, our valued attendees. Project SEAPonyCon has an attendees first policy because we put our attendees first. The reason we have this that many cons don't have is because we recognize that the effort that you took to be at that con is the most important effort in the house. It's the most important effort in the room. We work to bring this con to this region. We work to bring this con to you. You making that effort to be there should be rewarded in what we can bring you. So yeah, vendors should be at your service. Panels and activities, Harmony 6 should be for your entertainment. The staff at the con, at your service. And the VIPs, the VAs that we've spoken to over the years, for your enjoyment. You are our number one. And we'll always keep you in our hearts. Without you, there would be no SEAPonyCon. Just realized my mouse on the wrong screen. So just now I announced that Skydashi contributed a new sticker pack for us. Just go to stickers3.seaponycon.com on your smartphone. You can add this sticker pack into Telegram. Telegram's an exciting messenger that allows you to install sticker packs, and we also have a previous pack by Chirpy Chi as well called the Project SEAPonyCon mascots. That's available at stickers.seaponycon.com, and there you will find a lot of very localized Southeast Asian goodness with some things that perhaps only people from this part of the world would understand. Next, of course, we have to talk about the medium, this wonderful world. We built this. You know, years ago when we made these little printout leaflets, these things that you could bring to events. Not bring to events. I'm having trouble with my mouse again. See, I'm blocking the medium logo. No can do. Many years ago, we made these little charts that you could print out that contain the quotation of the flight of an airfare, a price of a plane ticket to another country, to the country of where the con is being at. And the idea behind this was that you print this out, and you know how much you have to save and how much you're not in a particularly rich part of the world. This is a fact. You know, I'm from Malaysia. My friends, Daryl, Buckweiser, Filipino, Nighty Time, Indonesian. Our friends, Parnkong, Periodic MG, many more, up north in Thailand. All these are not particularly rich countries. They're developing economies. Some of us, Malaysia, Indonesia, with third world, Philippines, you know, a country that was so hard hit by this pandemic. Of course, then there's Singapore. Don't need to say much about them. They're doing pretty good. But yeah, we're in a relatively poor part of the world. This is a fact. We're not here to debate it. You know, we are developing economies, and money means a lot to us. Therefore, you know, I know that... Why am I talking about this over the medium slide? My brain just went... Yeah, we know how much it costs for people to get involved in events like this, and what it's worth. And yeah, that was about those little price charts. Yes, now I remember the price charts. Those little price charts. I didn't get a picture of them. They're squarish, optimized for Instagram. And we would just let you cross out week by week how much money you had to put aside, when to book your flight ticket, when to book your hotel, when to buy your SEAPonyCon ticket, and how much money you'll have left to spend while you're at the event. The mission back then was to take the analysis of a BronyCon ticket. BronyCon, the late BronyCon, which was in Baltimore, Maryland. I have a feeling the server went down. Did we lose it again? Okay, Ken. Alright. Alright, sure. Guess I have to be right back. We've got a technical issue coming up right here. I don't have a keyboard now. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? Morning screen broke, now keyboard broke. It's incredible. Why does this keep happening to me? This keyboard was working 10 minutes ago. It was incredible how it's not working anymore. I need to solve a problem. Okay, apparently we just lost the server that's running in the medium. Great, no remote control. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just hooking up to the voice chat so I can hear what's going on. Okay, I think we're back. I think we have overcome this issue. Fantastic. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, about those printout charts. One of the things we used to say was we can't lower the cost of a lot of things. We can't lower the cost of a venue because we don't own a venue. We can't lower the cost of flying because we don't own an airline. And because of this, we came up with, lowering our ticket prices to about the average price of $25 per con, which is still very steep compared to the Southeast Asian economy, but it's better than what happens in the West. So that's how we became a diverse event. People from all over the world visited. That's how SEAPonyCon became Asia's most diverse pony convention. And now with our own venue, our own little space to call our own, things are gonna get much better. Now where on earth is the control for this thing? There we go. I think I'm back on the screen. Yay. And now let's advance the slides. Oh gosh. Okay. The next part is just about me offering some parting words for the year. To say, don't surrender. This community's been through a very grueling test of faith this year. From so many bad actors to so many people whom we put our trust, faith, love, support, our fan love and our just passion into supporting all of their work, only to have that entire rug ripped out from under us because we didn't realize what kind of person they really were. That has grueled this fandom this year. We found so many of these people, and it's been heartbreaking because it's happened even within our own community. But what's important is we weather the storm together. This is not a time to leave. You may feel like it. You may feel like you lost your safe space in the fandom. You may feel like you've lost that this fandom is no longer a welcome, happy, wholesome community that it once was. Truth is, never really was. Someone else was fighting to keep it that way. And now, we're what's left. We have to fight for that ourselves. Because we can weather this storm. What's important is that we do it together as friends. 9 seasons of My Little Pony taught us amazing things. And friendship is definitely one of them. And we will get over this together. We've come so far as a community. Think about all the friendships, all the love and joy of the last 10 years. And if you joined our journey somewhere halfway through that, think of all the friends you've made. Think of all the wonderful things you've discovered, the fun you had, the joy you had over the last 10 years. Don't let that go away. Don't let anything overwrite that. Don't let anything destroy that. Because together, as a community, we'll be here for a long time coming, and we will continue to reach to greater heights together. We can do anything that we believe in, because friendship is magic. And that's why I said, these conventions that happened this year, and even the news that I bequeathed just now that we, Project SEAPonyCon, we're out of debt in such a crunching year. To be free of debt, it's indeed like a saying that a flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. Some of you recognize this. I wonder if any of you recognize where this quote is from. It's an old Chinese quote. And some of you may know that it comes from the Mulan movie. Not the 2020 Mulan movie, the 1990s Mulan movie. And that was a very big take-home that we had. I rewatched the 1990s Mulan after watching the 2020 Mulan, and I found that previous one to be so much better. Unpopular opinion, maybe, I don't care. Personal opinion. But yeah, the flower that blooms in adversity is that throughout all this nonsense of 2020, we still achieve so much. And that makes every little thing we've achieved together as a community so much more beautiful. That's why now we want to thank you. We want to thank you for making our 2020, me and my team, the devs, the builders, making our 2020 just that much more bearable. 2020 was so painful, you've made it a little easier to handle. Thank you for being here for us. Thank you to the individual members of this community who reached out to provide words of support when people like me Nighty and Buck and many other people in this core team needed it most. You all truly understand what it means to be a friend. I'm proud of you, and I'm so happy to have you in this community. That's why I refer to the SEAPonyCon community on its own. We've built this lovely community in this part of the world on love and friendship. We've built this community on trust. We've built this community on knowing how to be a decent human being to one another. And that's what makes us special. That's what makes us beautiful. And that's why I want to say thank you for being you. You're not, if you're in this community, not a bully. You're not a dickhead. You're not someone who's trying to make profit, take advantage of us. Those of you who are watching, those of you who hung around to this stream right now, you're our best friends. And there is so much we share this year. So much we share. Our friendships, our joy, our pain, our honesty, kindness, laughter, generosity, loyalty, and magic. Fragments of this are in our hearts. Some people a bit more than others. We share all this with one another in our community, and that's how we grow together. It's also time that we've become aware that we can get through this together, because we can face any challenge and we can do this together as friends. We survived 2020. Think about that. This is an achievement. This is something for the history books. This is something to tell your kids how much of a crazy year this has been, how you survived it and came out stronger than ever before, because we got this, and we got this together. It's a small world after all. With that, my friends, it's time. It's time to take our feet off the gas pedal for a while. It's time to kick back and sort of just take a little break from the madness that's been going on for the last few months. SEAPonyCon's taken up a lot of time in what we've done. SEAPonyCon's taken up a lot of effort and energy. I'm not saying it wasn't worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it to see all of you here, but it's taken up a lot. And we need a break from that. We really hope you understand that we're not abandoning you. And we're still be here. We're not going cold turkey. We're not leaving. We just need a little break. We just need a little breather. I'm blocking 90. There's that stupid mouse. Ding! Okay. From the core team, all three of us. Tara Nightingale, Buckweiser, and myself. The three people who founded this amazing, totally wacky, crazy journey around Southeast Asia. You know what? I need to patch you two into the call right now. Let me see if I can do that. How does this technology work? I can hear you. The stream can't yet. I'm gonna patch you guys. Just give me a second. Let me say something. No, that's not it. No, that's not it either. Technical difficulties. I would just play the Fibbage Tree theme song in the background while I figure this out. La da da, la da da, la da da.
Yeah, I only hear yourself.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. I hear them now.
There we go.
Yeah, you're coming
I
through.
can hear them from my stream as well.
So yeah.
Hopefully that is the end of all the technical difficulties that we have to deal with today.
And for 2020, for that matter.
And for that matter, 2020.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. Anything you want to say? Nighty, go ahead.
You go first.
Oh, Bucky, yes, of course.
One. What do you mean I'm the most mature one? What the hell are you talking about?
You'll know.
I don't know. Thank you very much for everything that everyone has done for, SEAPonyCon. I was. This was. I'm gonna be honest here, and I've said this in every single SEAPonyCon since the first one that we've had. This is little more than a pipe dream for me that happened to have come true back in 2013, and Daniel has said. Daniel has said the story very many times. I never, I never thought. I've always thought that this was just a concept that I shared on the local brony groups. I used to be active in the Philippine Bronies Facebook group.
He used to be the
and one
admin.
day- they don't have to know that.
Okay, fine.
And I made I was active in many different brony groups in Southeast Asia, at least back in the day in 2012 2013, and I just had this this stupid silly idea of saying trying to call the admins and the people who work there to say, hey, what if first of all, I don't think any one country here would be able to host an event big enough to attract regional attention the same way that the American cons do to North America and the European cons do to Europe. So I having come out of the first
Philippine Con.
or so Philippine PonyCons, yes.
Yeah.
And some of the people here might not have even been around at the time that those were happening. But I went ahead and suggested this concept of, well, what if we have a Southeast Asian PonyCon where we pool together our collective resources and try to come up with this event. And I fully expected no one to take it seriously, and most of the people never did, because everyone was like the same questions that we get today are the questions that we got back in 2013. Are we gonna host it in my country? Who's gonna pay for it? Why? Why don't we just all fly over to BronyCon? And I'm 100% certain those are the Singaporeans telling me that.
Of course.
But yeah, and then these guys came along. First, Daniel came along.
Literally, I went to Manila.
Yeah, he flew over here, and then he flew me over to Singapore for Canterlot University Part 2.
And I forgot to fly him back after that. That's a different story.
Yeah, and it's for me the crowning moment of SEAPonyCon for me was 2019 when we were able to land it into Manila, because it's indescribable, the amount of work, the amount of effort that everyone has put here coming to fruition. And even if it isn't as impressive, it isn't as big, or it isn't as
Grand.
attention grabbing or grand as the other cons are, Ponyfest has us beat by an order of magnitude, effectively.
About 100 times.
By several orders of magnitude. But at the end of the day, the community that we've all built together, all the things that we've built together, the art, the communities, the events, this place is the labor of love of dozens of people, myself included. And it's amazing. It's amazing how this had come to fruition. I really don't have any words except thank you. Thank you very much for being part of this journey. Thank you very much for changing the way we've looked at our lives. I am 100% certain that I speak for both Daniel and Nike and everyone else in the project that this event and all the events that are associated with SEAPonyCon, they've fundamentally changed our lives.
Mm-hmm.
in more than one way. And we aren't the people in front of you. We aren't the people that you see in front of you here without this event. Nike, do you have anything to say?
Well, a few closing words from me. If you think St. Pinky is crazy enough to do this con, I'm the one who gets drive up insane when it comes to trying to get as many content here, as many people here, as many community guests here, because I want SEAPonyCon and our community to also be one of the more preferred places for people who just come along, have good fun, and be merry and have a lot more people here for you guys to meet. But demonstrably, since 2017 and even since my first involvement in the pony convention community in 2014 with Catholic University, that has never been our strength. Even if the online space has unlocked a lot of international attention to this convention, we couldn't pull that off either. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't be losing sleep, and we shouldn't be losing sleep over the people that we can't get. It's about the friends that we make along the way. It's about the real people and the real care and the real support that we get along the way. And even if I'm saying this consciously, if something on the back of my head still says we can do better, but we cannot do anything without anyone. And what matters is whoever is here right now, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're somehow in the Meridian, or if you're in the medium where everyone is, none of this will happen without any of you at all. Especially the builders, especially my friends, my colleagues, my family, who has been pretty much the backbone of what SEAPonyCon is and what SEAPonyCon can offer. And I really just can't say anything but thank you for believing that we could do something together, and for believing that, place of friendship is just not just for one nation. Even though other cons have proven that as well in a more accessible way, even if they're still on Discord or if they've somehow merged with Ponytown, it's different. I know I have a feeling that it's different because you guys. Yeah, I mean, I can't say names here, Lego, but we all know what we're talking about.
I mean, I mentioned this before when I said that when it comes to going to talk about these kind of events and stuff, a lot of these online cons took place on platforms like Discord and Ponytown. And prior to this, I said that I'm not against this. This is a wonderful thing, but the reason why people questioned us more, people questioned SEAPonyCon, why are you doing this in Minecraft? Why? And I said that the reason we're doing this is immersion, because we've always focused on the convention experience. That is one of the number one things we focused on, the experience. Accessibility also couldn't really be our strongest suit, although that is one of the things that we did care about. Experience was very much our focus, and because of that, we wanted this to be as immersive as possible. We wanted to give people a reason to attend this as an event. See, Discord is Discord. Discord is around all year round, except for when their servers start acting up, and then I wonder what happens to all the money they got from Nitro. But Discord stays around. There shouldn't be a particular reason for you to log into Discord. If you want to have fun on Discord, hop into your server, start a group chat, make your own server and start a group chat. Do things. You don't have to wait for someone else to do it. The reason why we wanted this in the medium is we wanted to give you a reason to really just step into this world where you can feel like you're in a real convention center, a real place to meet each other, to see each other. In even though this is this analog block form that we have, it's just something that allows you to feel a bit more intimate than just being in a Discord call where you spend the first 5 minutes trying to figure out if you can hear each other. But then again, I shouldn't be one to say that because we're full of technical difficulties too.
I mean, at the end of the day, even if you could do this in some place more immersive, let's just put names here, Second Life or VR chat, you don't really need that much skill to come around and build this thing. This entire world is built by the hands of volunteers from the most basic and the most the most basic, and the people who don't really know how to script and everything, to the developers who have basically made a TV switcher on
Underneath the
Minecraft.
stage.
Good
Yes.
lord,
We've got
I mean,
amazing
you've been
stuff.
seeing us teleporting up and down. We are actually accessing utility shafts with cables downstairs, and I'm not kidding. It's the coolest stuff I've seen anyone do with the limitations of Minecraft.
Yes.
And that is what I value from you guys.
Because it's true. The medium as you see it now, many people just see a blank open space covered with snow with a big statue and fountain in the middle. No. That place is wired. There's wiring right underneath it, all the way through.
I can punch blocks beneath now to actually show you something, but of course not. It's a restricted area. I'm not going to do that.
And not just that, like even our main convention hall has a server room. We've got
Yep.
infrastructure in there that was built by our developers. You know, that
But-
took
but-
Minecraft to a whole new level.
Yeah. The point being is that the immersion is provided by just how much people can choose to contribute, and I don't think any other platform can match up with Minecraft, despite its limitation and despite its accessibility. And again, to everyone who has went heads over hooves trying to figure out how to connect to Minecraft, myself included, because I've never touched Minecraft before Quantum SEAPonyCon is a thing. Good Lord, you are really part of our community, and your involvement is what really matters to us. Even though there's only about 20 builders from all of the conventions, and even though there's less than 200 unique attendees from all of our conventions this year, I don't think any of that would mean less than having 10,000 people turn up and just do stuff. Honestly.
And it's I was gonna say, I'm losing my train of thought so much these days. You were saying about before the big amount of attendees. I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Shoot. What were you saying? What were you talking about 30 seconds ago?
It's more of like, yeah, we may only have 200 or 300 people across all the conventions.
No,
this
before
year.
that.
Which one?
I lost my train of thought. I'm really sorry. I was gonna
This
say.
train has terminated. Okay, but yeah, I'll cut the chase then before Blowtorch blows up. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Even though I couldn't personally bring up who broke that. Oh, Lego. Even though I couldn't personally bring up as much stuff as I wish I could to the entire community, and I'm really, really sorry I couldn't do any better. It really is something to see you guys just vibing out here and believe that we could do something together. And thank you for all of you who supported us all these years. To all of us, our new friends from across the world who helped with us tonight. And to all of you who are actually scavenging inside our con infrastructure, because why the heck not, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's still something amazing that I've really never expected. I mean, I thought it was just going to be me and a bunch of friends just scrounging around a little cobblestone house in Minecraft, just watching con panels on a TV screen. Now look what we've got: a full-fledged convention center, and might I add, built by an actual architect, Buckweiser, right here.
Yep.
You know.
That con center built by an actual architect.
Infrastructure built by actual developers.
And then there is me.
Well, yeah, that's basically what we want to say. Is really it's been a crazy ride, and all of you came along for it with us. Some of you had ups and downs. We got into fights, we got into quarrels, but we're stronger together because of that. Okay.
Yeah,
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears
Yeah.
came into the creation of
A
this
lot.
event.
Like you don't
Digital and
you
physical.
don't want me to start talking about how much I've basically screamed to these guys about why can't we do something better, and then just say, dude, you are not making a SEAPonyCon. And at the end of the day, there is nothing that is more important to me in this community than building something as a community, and SEAPonyCon is one of them. At the end of the day, no big attendance can substitute the fact that we are a community.
And
You know,
yeah.
it just goes to say something that we, all of us, have this as our victory. This event is our victory. It may not be much, but it is something. It is something that we built with our hands, with our commitments, with our friendships.
It may sound pathetic to some of you who know bigger cons and bigger con chairs, but we're just being honest.
Well, it's not
And at
just
the end
that.
of the-
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And at the end of the day, I could say, "Behold our castle! Look how mighty it stands."
How nice.
How
God,
mighty it
good lord. No, it's
yeah.
something that I put on my workplace. This is not my workplace. This is actually a storeroom in my house where Rosa sleeps. This is where I do my streaming. But at my work desk, I have a note which I actually burned into my computer wallpapers. I put it there, and it reminds me of something that I have to do as the chief of Project SEAPonyCon. And every time someone comes to me with this whole hype or big huge suggestion box, doom, Daniel, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? I tell them that first of all, there's no shortage of good ideas. We got plenty of that. Execution's important. But professional talk aside, the three words that shaped my year with SEAPonyCon, and all the slides I talked about just before this, how we survived in adversity, how this year has been grueling for us, how we as a community can make it together. Three words are stuck to my desktop to remind me of what I have to do. And that is to serve my community. I care so much about this community, despite me spewing unpopular nonsense on Twitter talking about how I am disappointed with the fandom. The fandom has been disappointing this year. Let's put that out there, okay? Let's not sugarcoat that. The fandom has been disappointing in 2020. There has been a lot of cases of people who are coming out as terrible. There have been a lot of people who have been taking advantage of others, and it's sad. But that's not the only thing that's there. And I want to remind people what I said at Beyond SEAPonyCon is that we often shut out Twitter and our social media saying, I don't want to be in politics, stop it, no politics on my feed, no drama, whatever. The thing is, you don't like the noise that it generates. You don't like the internet fights that you see on Twitter, threads stretching 200, 300 tweets that you don't want to read, but still clog up your timeline because it's an ongoing real-time battle of words since everyone's stuck at home. And because of this, I have to tell you that, and this comes from my opinion, and I really strongly believe this, that empty cans still make the most noise. It is always those who've got crappy opinions that want to scream it out left, right, and center. And the noise that you hear is the light pushing back the darkness. There's plenty of good in this fandom. There's plenty of good that's pushing back. We may not be winning just yet. It's a long way to go. But we can do it together. And I can understand if any of you feel disappointed with the fandom as a whole. I did too. But that's no reason to give up. And I remind myself that. Because at the end of the day, I serve my community. And my community is worth fighting for. And that's why I have to say, this upcoming hiatus, I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss doing this. Yes, 3 days ago you could have poked me on Discord and I would have shot back at you. What do you want? Something like that. I would have probably been really on edge over the last few days because I was really busy with stuff. I have some other commitments that are going on as well. And I can't blame you if you feel upset by that. In fact, I apologize if I came off and rubbed you the wrong way. Some people messaged me on Discord during the con today asking me questions that kind of irritated me because I was on edge today as well, dealing with our technical difficulties and such. So to those of you, I'm sorry if I upset you or anything like that. Didn't mean to. Because eventually, again, you're still the most important people in SEAPonyCon. We love you. And we're gonna miss you. I don't even know what time it is. This stupid monitor doesn't show me what time it is. It's probably like... No, I didn't ask for my battery level. I asked for the time.
1823 Zulu.
Yeah, there we go. 1823 Zulu.
2:23 in the morning.
2:23 in the morning Malaysian time. 1:23 in the morning Indonesian time. And tonight, this is where our journey ends for 2020. Until next time, my friends. Thank you. Terima kasih. Kapkun kap. Selamat po. Siesie. I'll see you in 2021. Yes, okay. Well, this wasn't really in the schedule, but we're gonna have a lepak session in the Discord chat right after this. So, come on in. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
2:30 a.m. jam, yes. Well, that's it from me. And boys, would you like to sign off?
I'm gonna go and meet you guys there in the in the Discord server. Thank you very much for coming to SEAPonyCon, our Christmas special, effectively. We'll see you in the coming hours. Have a good remainder of your 2020, and may 2021 and may 2021 be a slightly less shitty year.
Be a much less shitty year, okay?
Year.
I mean, we did say we're not going to do a con until maybe 2022. So next year is our recovery year. But we may seem like we've talked down other cons, but something we want to say is, you see another con online, go have fun, enjoy your life, make the best of this, make the best of the lockdown. Yeah.
Exactly. There are cons that are really accessible. There are cons that are really big.
There are cons that are...
At the end of the day, those are very talented people that you do not want to be missed out on.
Fandom is still full of talent. As I said, fandom was disappointing this year, but it wasn't a complete disappointment. We've got... And in fact, being a disappointment isn't necessarily a bad thing. We've got plenty of time to rebuild, and that's coming up.
For example, I am a disappointment.
So am I.
You mean you're either a lawyer, a doctor, or a disappointment?
Well, go to Southeast Asia.
Well, if you got a lawyer friend and a doctor friend, then you're the disappointment. That's a stupid joke.
Well, hopefully we won't have to deal with more of the TPS problems anymore when we don't have anything running on screen tomorrow.
The TPS wasn't the issue.
No, I mean, like, on the chat. I mean, I'm just looking at cross chat right now, and again, this venue is going to be around until at least a month, and all of our vendor tables will still be around. So if you didn't end up building your vendor tables, you could still do it, and people would still be seeing it, and we will still be advertising the vendor hall until we close it down on Discord at the start of 2021. If 2021 did start.
Oh yeah, MLP fandom, stop being toxic. Why do you think I wear a hazmat suit?
Why do you wear a hazmat suit?
To survive all the toxicity.
So I wear an N95, but like, fine,
well,
you win.
Survive the internet.
Yes, this is my surviving the internet.
Right, so Dan, should we sign off the medium?
Yeah, I think we've signed off about 3 times already, but signing off for Quantum Christmas for 2020. I'm Daniel Anthony. Boys, take it away.
I am Buckweiser.
I like how you hesitated. Okay, we'll see you.
So long.
See you in 2021.
Have a good night, and magandang gabi, bayan.
Salamat malam.
Salamat malam. Good night.
I like how we had to say the same thing because we speak the same language.
Can we have a tree now?